We welcome Mischa Barton. Hello, darling.
Hi, how's it going?
We're so good. Now, us normal Aussies imagine that people that live in Hollywood just do Hollywood things all day. So are you just on a banana land somewhere sipping a mojito, right? That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do all day, every day.
Heaven. Take us back to the moment that, was it a call up where they said, Mischa, we need you. Get back on the telly. The Hills is waiting, or did you go to them? How did this all come to be?
No. So they came to me, and I mean, I've told this story a couple times. It's kind of funny. I really didn't take it seriously because I was like, oh, okay, they're remaking that, I mean, I didn't know what to think, and I was just sort of like, all right. And then they approached me through every angle, like even through my hairdresser, right down to like I'd be sitting in the chair getting my hair dyed, and he'd be like, I've heard about they really want you for the Hills. I was like, oh my goodness, they've literally come from every angle.
Wow.
So, I mean, after like 2 or 3 months of that kind of craziness going on, I was like, I wonder what this show is going to be about. And then cut to, I see them all on the red carpet, and they're there at the MTV Movie Awards looking glamorous, hanging out, and nobody seems to be pulling each other's hair. And I was like, there they are, all this time later. And they seem to reconnecting. And I think that's really fun because everything kind of comes full circle. The OC, that whole group in Los Angeles, and we all grew up around each other, and so it's all full circle, you guys.
So what was your sort of resistance to it? If you sort of fobbed the idea off as, it's just a bit of silly talk, is it because you hadn't done reality TV before and this was something so different for you?
Well, yeah. There was that. I mean, I'd never, I had no idea what to expect, and I expected there to be a little bit of a hazing process coming into it, which sure enough I got. But, I think it's just one of those things, like I'm used to hiding behind a character and scripts and lines, and this is very much exposing myself and letting people into my world, which I tend to be a little bit more private. So it was kind of a fun kind of let it go sort of a thing. And, there's always been a lot of mystery around me, I feel like, and people are always so curious to find out about me. So the number one thing I kept hearing was, I think people really want to see you, Mischa, and see this group of people come back together again in their 30s and see what everybody's doing in their lives and catch up,
Has that been frustrating for you for the last 10 years? Because you are someone who is, been very private, but you've been a darling of the gossip magazines and gossip websites. Photos of you just getting a coffee seem to be able to get sold. Has that been frustrating for you?
I just saw paparazzi getting a coffee.
Oh, did you really?
2 minutes ago.
Oh my God! Where did they hide? Were they hiding in the bushes, or how close do they get? Oh, how close do they get to you?
Kind of far away.
Wow! But do you have like a sixth sense now of that, because it's happened to you so much? Can you sort of sense it as it's happening?
Yes and no. They're very sneaky. They hide in cars with their like blacked out windows. I mean, you can only do so much. You can't live your whole life worrying about that entirely, I mean, life is life. You got to get on with it at the same time. You got to go to the gym. You got to go get coffee.
You got to live. Now, Mischa, when you're playing a character in something like the OC, you get a script, you know exactly what's going to air, but it's different on the Hills because it does have the reality element. So, I mean, it's pretty gutsy. How do you kind of control the narrative? Have you seen some edits where you've gone, oh, actually, I'm coming off pretty bad there, given that they film so much and then use so little?
Well, you don't. I mean, you don't get to see anything. So you don't have any control over. You really just surrender to the process and let people, into your lives. And it's not up to us to, on a film, you might say, can I see the dailies and can we talk about this and where am I going with this? It's not like that, I mean, we all just live our lives on camera as much as we do. And I mean, it's different because there's it's not like waking up in the morning. There's different events that we go to, and really how people are dealing with each other dictates where the story goes. So if, for instance, we go out one night to Justin's concert and there's a bunch of drama between two certain people, well, that dictates where we're filming for the next week because they'll follow that storyline. So it's controlled and it's not controlled,
It's such a big show that's been around since 2006? I think it kicked off. So for everyone else in the cast, they've known each other intimately for 13 years. Was it hard to work your way in? Did you find resistance from the other cast members being being the newbie?
Well, I think if it was there, they didn't show it openly. Everyone was pretty much lovely. There was a little bit of that. I think that they have a bit of a tight network, but at the same time, they've got a lot of drama that they haven't resolved. They do not talk very well over the last 10 years. So they had to do a lot of catch up between each other over resentments that might have been hiding there and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
And I do try to be the voice of reason.
You do.
It's part of my character over time. Like, I'm just not, like, I've been through so much in the press and in life, and, like, I've seen so much that it's not my place to really, like, I prefer to try to bring things back down to earth. I mean, there's some stuff kicks off, and that's just the way it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you push me, I'll defend myself and definitely get in there. But I think being the newbie, it was just, it was more like I wanted to, like, assimilate into their world before I went there, you know.
But that's why I like you talking about, having old beefs and being able to, and sort of in a reality show now, sort of show more of yourself. The bit that I love was when you got to confront Perez Hilton, the gossip blogger.
Oh, yeah,
for the way he's been attacking you in the last 10 years. Did that feel good? Because you nailed him. It was great.
It did. It was complicated. I had a lot of feelings. I was getting very frustrated because it kept being pushed that I should accept his apology and all of that stuff. And I think that's rubbish because, he has done so much to not just me, but so many girls over the years. And he really did start a whole kind of awful generation of just hatred and bullying, and I hate that stuff. So, I let him have it, and I think he deserved it. I mean, I sort of tried to hit him from every angle because he kept trying to, like, weasel his way out of it. And I was like, no, but what about these people?
Once I sat behind a guy at Hamilton over in the States, and he was talking, and afterwards he was like saying how he didn't like Hamilton, and I was like, what? And then he got up and it was Perez Hilton, and I was like, well, if he doesn't like Hamilton, he can go home.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. There you go. That's
Mischa.
really suspicious right there.
It would be remiss of us not to ask you though, Audrina. And Justin, Bobby, you stepped in. You've been stepping in on your girl Audrina's behalf because, look, it's safe to say you don't think that he's no good for her, is he? Justin Bobby is no good for Audrina.
I mean, I love Justin. He's a good kid. He's whatever. I don't mind him, but I just don't think that he's not shown the loyalty to her over, like, the amount of time that their relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it, has been going on. I mean, he kind of, like, did the switch up on her, and I didn't think that was fair. And, she's going through a lot. She's got enough going on with her divorce and, like, her life right now that she needs people who are going to be truly loyal and good to her. So I'm always going to get the girls back if I think that, the guys are kind of messing around. So that's what that is for me.
That's what we like. You sound like the kind of friend that everybody needs. Mischa Barton, thank you so much.
Can I ask one more?
Oh, go for it.
I mean,
who knew you were such a fan of the Hills? I'm impressed.
One more. My wife will kill me if I don't ask. Hey, rumours of OC being rebooted, of a new generation like we're seeing with 90210, maybe a different take on it, true or not true?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit in between. I think they really want to do something to honor the legacy of the show, and there's definitely always talks about it. The last I heard, and this is the truth, we're going to try to get the cast together for a private dinner, like just get everybody reunited, which would be a great place to kick off and like see from now on out, like if there is a future for some sort of proper reuniting,
Okay.
Marissa can be raised from the dead. We might do it.
Yeah, the ghost of Marissa. I love that. Mischa Barton, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you so much. Stay well, be happy. Hopefully we will see your ghost appear on some sort of OC reboot. Who knows? But season 2 of The Hills, New Beginnings, is out now on MTV and Foxtel. Thanks, matey.
Thanks. Bye, guys.